Packer Prep Week, Week 9. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know if you can believe this or not, but it is the last week of the regular season. We'll be going against the Steelers Sunday night at Waller Stadium. Hey, next guy up, or if you ever attend Maricosta High School, their mantra is step up. And so take a look at where you're at this week and what spots you might be filling in. And it's the next man up, and it's all about committing to the Packers and what we're trying to do, which is get better every week. And what better opportunity for you to do that than to try a new spot, maybe on Special Forces or maybe on our dime personnel, or check out our menu of upgrades as we try to end the season on a high note, which is, again, getting better. Okay, so here's our kickoff. We've got our contained guy, Gavin. Winston, you're moving out of spot. Caleb, you're bumping in right here. Liam, you're going to the switch spot. So, Liam, you're going to run one direction or the other. And I think we're going to kick it to the tall guy. We're not going to kick it to Barber, right? We're going to kick it to the tall guy. And then Max, Egan, and James, no change on the top. So it's our kickoff plan. Again, we're trying to kick it into that coffin corner. What a great week, Sawyer, for you to send it deep and out of bounds. Hey, on the other side of our Special Forces, let me speak the truth. They're not going to kick it to Sawyer. They are going to kick it to Gavin. Can we move our whole front line over and let's block Winston and Caleb? Let's block the most dangerous guy between the 1 and 2 guy, Liam and Max. Can you guys block the number 2 or 3 guy, depending on who Winston? Why don't you guys block the outside guy? Why don't you guys block the number 2 guy in? Lewis, can you work over and block the number 3 guy way over here? I mean, just line up over there. Just line up over there. Egan, you can take the kicker. And then Max and Sawyer, get in the fight and clean up any mess that might be threatening Gavin. Gav, I know it's not a goal, but how dare they think they can kick to Gavin and get away with it, right? So let's do that. Let's just line up. They're going to kick it to Gavin. Let's get over here. Caleb and Winston, block number 1. Liam, work over there to block number 2 with Max. Lewis, work over there to get number 3. I mean, move over there. Line up before they kick the ball. There's no rule about that. Egan, squeeze on over and block someone just on the other side, if not the kicker. That would be amazing. Let's get after him for kicking it to Gavin. Let's block, and Gavin, go cook. All right, defense. This is our regular defense. We've still got cover 3, cover 3 is green, money, or grass. Plenty of code words there. So that's our spots this week. If you have any questions, let me know in person. This is going to be our dime look. I do want to be able to switch in and out of this. And so dime will be, Sawyer will move into backer spot. And when we do that, Sawyer, it's because we want you to keep an eye on Drew Stasko trying to scramble. He's definitely kind of the guy that'll do that. So Max, Egan, that'll put you guys out there at corner. James, you'll stay at the strong safety spot. And then Gavin, most likely, I'll be calling a blitz out of this. So you'll have to spy number 2. All right, so our menu would be cover 1. And then Sawyer, you would most likely in cover 1 be spying the QB. Gavin, that means you've got this running back type, the Barber types. Defensive ends, if this number 20-something in the backfield, he's a little quick, tough guy. If he runs by you on your contain route, can you bump him? Can you interrupt his path just a little bit? And that'll give Gavin time to get over there. So again, if number 2, this fast running back, we got to respect him. If he tries to cross your face, Lewis or Caleb, bump him on your path to containing and forcing Drew up the middle into Sawyer's, shall we say, waiting arms. Lombardi, Lambo, do you guys, Lombardi and Lambo, same play? That's where Winston will be the guy that comes down. And it looks kind of like this, right? Here's our Lombardi turnover. And so with a little bit of motion across, right? And then the backer comes down. And then the backer will be Winston. You'll be the contain guy on this side. Whoever moves over, they're the contain rush. They go first. And then the end loops around. Sawyer, we would be shifting into man coverage, of course. And then Sawyer, you'd be spying on the QB. You go where he goes. Gavin, You don't have to stay at free safety. In fact, I kind of really don't want you to. Come all the way down to linebacker depth and guard this guy. We dare them to throw against Egan, James, and Max. I mean, good luck to you, right? Especially if we're sending the sauce. We're sending a blitz up the middle here. That blitz is good for us. Lewis and Caleb, even if I call Lambo turnover, feel free to have a straight rush, which means this guy would go inside, this guy would have contain. That's a straight rush. Feel free to do that. We can talk about it a little more on game night. All right, let's get into our menu. Our menu. I want to bring this play back. Liam, this is a good play for your long legs and speed. I like you running this. Open doubles right, zip, Jamaica. So there it is, zip, short motion, zip, Jamaica, and you race for the edge. You're just on your horse, trying to be as fast as you can and gain some yards. And don't stop running until you hear the whistle. Winston, Sawyer work together on the D end. Most likely, Winston, you'll be pushing and racing for this safety type guy up here. Whoever the R is, Egan this week. Gavin, you'll spell the R2 sometimes. Root that corner and block him. Block him. Don't look back. Just block that corner that's right up in your face. It should be a good play. Lewis, we worked at this. Caleb, I hope you guys are working to find a different colored jersey and you're racing to it. If we call the burst, if we call the T burst, that's this short corner route. That's really what we're calling a burst corner, might be the full name for that route. You're getting up 4 yards and then bursting away. James is going to look that ball in. Liam, you're going to be a great actor. You're going to swallow that ball and run like you've got it. And it's not on the play cards, how it looks on the play cards, but I'd love for the guard to take the end solo. I'd love for Sawyer to be part of the pass route. Get shallow right now and get across the field. If you're 2 yards downfield, that's the most, right? You can be as flat as you can be down that line of scrimmage to not interrupt and just be another option as James reaches and rides and then yanks it out, and now he has a run pass option with 2 good guys that can catch the ball. So it's a little tweak on an old play. Again, this is what it looks like in the cards, but if I call T burst H shallow, that's what I'm hoping happens, right? The guard on the play side blocks the end, and that frees up Sawyer to race across. Okay, guys? I want to run this. A good football play for us. We want to be able to run twins left shift smash, but there's no reason why we can't mirror the play. So mirror puts QB on the right. The Z is on the same thing, just running your bench route. And that R, get your guys' corners. Get them to 7 yards, 8 yards before you break. And then James, Gavin's good review for you guys on your rollouts. Get depth first and get your laser. That's real hard with your off shoulder, like there's a laser mounted on it, pointed at your targets, and you'll deliver a strike every time. I just know you will. Winston, this means you get a release, but not gaining width, just looking for open grass to settle in. You're just a late option. If we go back, Caleb, you are the same. You're just looking for open grass. Just a little bit more. I think I want to open with this play, or if I don't open with it, it's coming quick, and that is to take advantage of their defense. The Z, this is just our jerky. I'm just adding a zoom to it. And James, Liam, and Gavin, I guess, Egan, you would do this too. I want you guys to be motioning like full speed. And James, clap. Don't let them stop. They're motioning in full speed, not going straight across, not going towards the line of scrimmage, going straight across. And then when you hear the hike, put your foot in the grass and get upfield as fast as you can. And then Gavin, Egan, you guys run your go routes, run your nines. James and I have been talking all week. We've been talking since last week. We've been talking since the week before that. The ball can go deep. The way those safeties sit inside the hashes and they look at all this business and the corners sit short. The corners sit short. We've got to take shots out here. We've got to take shots out here. And then we'll come back to the jerky. Jerky routes, keep them nice and tight and short, right? You're rolling out right now, snapping it back up. And don't carry your route across. Carry it skinny. And these are good football plays for us. I wanted to review this. This is how it looks on the cards. But what I'm really asking is the Z to come in here and dig this corner out. That's you, the Z receiver, dig that corner out. And then the R, you're releasing inside and up on this guy. Usually that's Drew Staska. And this is what it probably should look like on the cards, but it doesn't. Z, race over, dig that corner out of there. R, burst inside and get up and root that safety out. And then Max, sometimes you look at me like this doesn't make sense, but they have two high safety look. So kind of a cover two shell. And you would have this backside safety. I don't want you to run straight at him. I want you to run, right? James is catching and throwing the ball right now. Race and cut him off, right? And then Sawyer, as always, if you're going to score a touchdown out of this, you've got to make at least one guy miss. And I think you have the chops. I think you have the speed, the goes to do it. But it's got to start with a good Lewis snap, a great Lewis snap, a snappy, fast throw, a great throw by James, a wonderful, easy catch right in the breadbasket, and then you've got to cook. You've got to cook, Sawyer. All right, that's what we're serving up this week for Packer Prep. Week 9, last game of the regular season. I can't wait to see you guys Sunday evening. Have a good night.